How to make the healthiest, most delicious purple smoothie. In this video, I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to teach you about the clean 15 dirty dozen so that you know how to pick the best ingredients. Hi, I'm Scott. I've been testing software in the Seattle high-tech area for the past 20 years, and I'm also very health conscious. This is the most unique thing that I make, and I want to share it with you. I use a Vitamix blender, chops up thick ingredients really smoothly so that there are no chunks. These are the ingredients. I'll go through them in this video. Apples, avocado, and beets. Yes, I said beets. I normally hate beets, but the ingredients in this recipe makes it taste quite good. And not just me, I shared some with a friend of mine, and her family loved it. I usually get my spinach from Trader Joe's. They have the best deal. You want organic because spinach is on the dirty dozen list. I sometimes get my spinach at Whole Foods. Get whole leaf spinach instead of chopped spinach because it is cheaper. Trader Joe's is cheaper than Whole Foods. So I always put a paper towel underneath my beets to absorb some of the beet juice so that my cutting board doesn't get as messy. 4 beets will make 2 batches of smoothie, which will last about 2 weeks. Apples are on the dirty dozen list, so get organic. Avocados are on the clean 15 list, so conventional is fine. Here's what I've saved for the second batch. I've put the paper towel. I'm about to peel and cut them up. The beets have made my hands pretty red, so I'm very careful about what I touch around the kitchen. I peel the beets, chop them up, and this is what the paper towel has saved a little bit of cleanup for me. Trader Joe's has the best deal on organic spinach. I've put in the apple, avocado, beets, and spinach. I don't always use blueberries, but when I do, I usually get them from Costco. Organic is important because they're on the dirty dozen list. Wild picked blueberries are fine too. I've added the water. I add 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. It's great for the digestion. It also prevents the apples and other ingredients from oxidating too quickly. I don't notice too much of a problem anyway when I freeze stuff. I put in some electrolytes. Superior is the best brand. I get it from Amazon. It's very high quality and very tasty. 3 scoops and it really makes the smoothie pop. I'm a safety geek, always make sure that all the buttons and dials are turned down before plugging it in. And I also put the container on top of the rotating part just to cover up the moving parts before I plug it in. I always put the container in the sink so that it's at a lower level before I start to pour. 1 batch will make 2.5 bags. 2 batches will make 5 bags. On the second batch, this is how I remove the pit from the avocado. I've spilled it a little bit, so that's why I use a container. And I filled the bag up a little bit too high, so that's why I use 5 bags to make sure that I have enough space. I use a spatula to get rid of the rest from the container. This is liquid gold. I don't want to waste any of it. Cleanup was a little bit easier because of the paper towel absorbing the beet juice. I've made 5 bags of this. I freeze 4 of them and I put a clip on them before putting them in the freezer just for the extra security. 1 bag I put in the fridge for drinking. I take a bag out of the freezer about 2 days ahead before I need it to give it time to defrost. Always stir it up the first time you open it. It's very delicious, and this is what a friend of mine said after I shared it with him. Share this video with your friends and colleagues so they'll get value, and check me out on the web at qatoolbox.org.